Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good morning everybody. Here's a new video about exercise 29, where we find the front and the side elevation of a house and the plan of the house. And the question is that there are two windows on the right hand side and calculate the total area of the two windows in reality. So they are giving you a scale 1 to 300, which means 1 centimeters in our book is in reality 300 centimeters, or because that's what I'm gonna use in millimeters, 1 millimeters is in reality 300 millimeters. So let me just gonna look at exercise A and then those windows, those two. Because I'm gonna measure them, and then I will find that the length is 5 millimeters in my book, and the height of the window is 3 millimeters. So if we're gonna talk about the length, it is 5 times 300, because the scale was 1 to 300, so in reality it is 1500 millimeters. Alright, the width of the height of my window is 3 times 300, so that's 900 millimeters. 1500 millimeters is exactly the same as 1,5 meters, and 900 millimeters is exactly the same as 0,9 meters. Yeah, because if I need to calculate the area, we need to do 1,5 multiplying with 0,9, and it is allowed to use your calculator. So just one window has an area of 1,35 square meters. But they ask you to calculate the total area of the two windows. So the two windows, so the area of the two windows is 1,35 times 2, so that's 2,7 square meters. So that's exercise A. Exercise B, we need to calculate the area of the right hand side in reality. So if we look at the side elevation of my house, we can calculate the length and the width of my house. Alright, let me just look at the length again. The length of my house. And if I just measure it, I came with 25 millimeters, but the scale was 300, so 25 millimeters times 300 is in reality 7,500 millimeters. Alright, the width of my house, or the height of my house, is 12 millimeters multiplied by 300 is 3,600 millimeters. I'm going to convert both in meters because it's wise to calculate the area in square meters. So it's 7,5 meters, and 3,600 millimeters is 3,6 meters. Now, to calculate the area, we're gonna multiply the length with the width. So the area is 7,5 times 3,6 is equal to 27 square meters. And that's the answer from exercise B. Then exercise C. Which elevation do you need to calculate the length of AD in reality? Now, If we look at all the elevations and we want to calculate the length from AD, then the the length on AD is in the front elevation, this line here, because there's A and there's D. In the side elevation, it is that line, so there's A again and there's D. And in the plan, then it is one of the lines that we just say that this is A and that's D. And the question is from which elevation do we need to calculate the length of AD? We need to use the front elevation. And why? Because there we see the exact length of AD. Because we know that AD is a screw line. It has so we can't see it in the side elevation, and even not if we look at the plan of my house. So we need to measure the length from A to D. But that's not a question for exercise C. So only the front elevation is the correct answer. Elevation. Alright, exercise D, calculate the area of the roof in reality. Now, there we need to measure the length from AD. And if I'm gonna measure the length from AD, it is 13 millimeters. So AD 30 millimeters, but in reality we need to multiply by 300, so that's 3900 millimeters, and in meters it is 3,9 meters. Alright, right now we know AD, but we even want to know what is the length from A to B. So then we're gonna use or the plan of the house or the side elevation. Doesn't matter which one, because those length needs to be equal. Alright, so from A to B was 25 millimeters, because we already had that answer from exercise B. If I multiply by 300, we had 7,500 millimeters, so that's exactly the same as 7,5 meters. Alright, so to calculate the area of one part of the roof, we needed to do 3,9 multiplying with 7,5 is equal to 29,25 square meters, but they want you to know the area of the whole roof. So we need to multiply that 29,25 by 2. So the answer is 58,5 square meters. And that's the answers. Those are the answers from exercise 29.